and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Brewery Studios in Garfield, New Jerusalem. I am Dark Messiah. I'm not a wrestling genius, but I don't have twiddle fingers like Tony Khan, because he was all over the place this past week.
What a mark.
We'll get into it. From the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
This is your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley of podcasting, and also known as the man that runs the face, says fucking man, and all this shit in his place. This is known as the man, the third girl, the triple across face, have a run for my face, and if you're lucky, I have her in catering before the next one.
And on the boards, Mr. JK, aka Mr. Steve Franchise, if you're nasty.
You already know it's your boy Steve Franchise on the ones and twos, giving you that ultra wrestling heel news.
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
are back.
sir.
Slight technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Scheduling issues. Shit happens. Life happens. But we back.
We back.
We got double cheeks. We got double fantasy booking. We got some other shit. We got pay-per-views.
Cheeks
we
of the
got
week.
Tuesday Night Wars.
Cheeks of the week.
We got all of that.
We got every coverage for you.
Every little bit of every little detail. And yeah, so let's get straight to the cheeks.
Let's get it. Oh,
Straight to the cheeks.
let me set the cheeks up real quick. There you go.
We're gonna start off with perhaps some of the most elite cheeks in the game right now.
Yes.
If you will.
Elite cheeks. Hold on.
Elite
I'm so
cheeks.
excited.
Well, formerly elite cheeks, she's now entertainment cheeks.
She is now entertainment cheeks. You are right, sir.
Hashtag all entertainment.
Man.
Yes.
Why they're not a company?
Technically it is, but you know. Yes, Jade Cargill and those cheeks.
Yes, them cheeks.
Look, I've never been jealous of a motherfucker that's been married to any female wrestler. Her husband? Well, I'll fight that nigga. I don't care.
I might have to
I
fight.
don't give a fuck if I lose. I just want to fight just to prove that I wanted that bad.
Alex, I mean, if it comes down to it, I might have to fight you and him. Like,
Hey man, do a dirt match. You know, I don't care who wins.
Triple threat to the death.
it's gonna be a shoot match afterwards because I really want her. Like, she is, you know, she is heaven to me.
And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, do yourself a favor. Hop over to YouTube. Watch the first few minutes of the episode. Enjoy the cheeks with us.
Cheeks of the week.
I mean, there are double cheeks this week. I can't tell you how far into the show they're going to be, but there are double cheeks this week.
There are.
Yeah.
We could try to speed through most of these just so we can get to the second course of cheeks.
But at least, you know, first couple minutes, get the opening cheeks.
Yeah.
Cheeks of the week.
Of course, you know.
Tougher than a $2 steak.
Yes, they are.
The commissioner's in the chat.
Look, I couldn't say anything. I was staring at the cheeks on the phone.
Hit your girl with a cutter and make her eat some bread with butter.
Hey, yo.
And next up, we have WWE backstage interviewer Kathy Kelly and a Mia Yim throwback.
Yo, that Mia Yim throwback looks like Booty Talk 68. And best believe, that's been my favorite DVD, boy. I'd have had that motherfucker named everything on it.
What's that other series? Chica Boom?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Chica Boom, Booty Talks, Ass Watches. I remember all the names, but the names are just funny.
Marvelous.
Onion Booty?
Bruh.
Oh boy, I forgot all about that one. Jesus.
Brown and Round?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I forgot about that one too. Shit.
Yeah.
Boy, that's going to be one episode one day just like, well, name every one that you remember back in the day. I'm probably going to get like 40 and be like, all right, bro, I don't think I'll know no more.
Kelvin is officially a Kathy Kelly guy.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
And
Hey,
next
Kathy
up,
Kelly got the little cheeks.
she got some little ones. She got little ones. They working.
Yeah,
They
she
working.
does. She does.
And next up, we have Lola Vice from NXT. Oh, are we missing the Lola Vice one? But anyway, we have Nikki Bella. She was suntanning.
Hey, man, now she no longer WWE. I still might count it as smash, but it's more higher probability.
I don't want to be somewhere John Cena's been.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, you doing it like that, you might want to go unallow yourself, because he's been a lot of places.
Yeah, that's Mickey James, Melina. Yeah, that's a long list.
Yeah.
It's a long, impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe that rule won't work. All right, yeah, fine.
I think that's in the second set where you were trying to say.
All right.
Yeah, because I made sure this time. I was like,
And then we got, who is it? Maria Kanellis is next? Yes. The Queen of Angles is back again.
Hold on, wait a minute. That bottom one, though.
Oh, yeah, she got that shit tuned up. That's the baby maker. That's the 18 years. Got your ass for 18 years.
Look, I'm about to hit her ass up on Twitter and be like, no offense, man. You should start doing classes for women that need to learn the angles.
Cannon.
She don't play with these angles, man. She don't play.
But she be outperforming everybody.
But why y'all got to lie?
All right, everyone. Chill.
All right, and we're going to jump into our first round of Ultra Fantasy booking. The results from last week. Dragon Force kicked off the night with a promo from the one and only Paul Heyman. He came out to announce the rematch in tonight's main event, which will take place inside of a steel cage between Jon Moxley and new champion Drew McIntyre. Also, he would like to announce that going forward, anybody of any gender can compete for any championship at any time.
Before we get to that, I am so sorry. Here's that one cheats right there. There you go.
Lola Vice, Lola Vice and Tori Wilson.
Yeah. So what happened is I clicked forward twice.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lola Vice. She brings something tremendous to the table.
Yes, she does.
She is the table. Fuck that.
Yes.
But is she head of the table?
I was damn. I was about to say. I said I wanted to be the head of that table.
Look, I can bring the head. Long to the table, we can make a compromise.
Facts.
All right.
So, match one, we have Bullet Club Impact version with Britt Baker taking on Aussie Open and Saraya in a 6-person intergender match. And Aussie Open and Saraya won. I didn't save the percentages. Match two, we have a fatal 4-way. We have Jacob Fatu versus Solo versus Mustafa Ali versus Jordan Devlin. And winning, I believe he had over 50% of the votes. Solo bringing home the win. Yeah. Match three. One of the hardest working men in wrestling that never actually wrestles, Dolph Ziggler, took on Carmelo Hayes. And what I think is an upset victory, considering circumstances. Dolph Ziggler won.
Really?
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler won.
Wow.
So Carmelo Hayes missed twice.
He missed twice.
Yes.
And that release made him buzz, though. It's that release. Yeah.
And following the theme of Paul Heyman's promo, we have a intergender tag team match. We have Rhea Ripley and Awesome Kong taking on Booker T and Kenny Omega. And winning, Rhea Ripley and Awesome Kong.
Wow.
Yes.
I can't say I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm a little kind of surprised.
All these picks are surprising.
I know I voted for Ray and Kong because I was like, I can't vote for Kenny. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't.
I understand that.
Not against two big bitches like that. And in our main event inside the steel cage, Drew McIntyre defended the WWF Championship against the former champion Jon Moxley, and hashtag and still Drew McIntyre.
Drew's still winning.
Drew's still winning. And we're gonna run down. We're gonna run down the Dragon Force card, and we will give the results in the second half of tonight's fantasy booking. Opening match would be World Champion LA Knight taking on none other than Vacant, the person.
Oh, this is gonna be a crazy match.
Match 2, Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Takeshita. Match 3, Zoe Stark taking on Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Then we have a promo from Chelsea Green. An interview. She's being interviewed by Renee Moxley Good.
Huh?
She wants to know, has Chelsea picked the stipulation of her title match against Camille after winning the Beat the Clock Challenge? And our main event will be the AW Tag Team Champions Bullet Club Gold taking on Los Conquistadors, Uno y Dos, in a tables match.
Now is it Edge and Christian, or wait, Adam Copeland and Christian, or Kurt Angle and whoever?
We don't know. It's Uno y Dos.
You mean Perk Angle?
Kurt Angle and Kurt Angle.
And in some universe, they do exist at the same time.
Exactly.
So one of the biggest events from the last 2 weeks. Go fuck yourself.
Boy,
Christian
I ain't
Cage
gonna lie.
is a fucking
great time.
beast right now.
Right, that was great. I love that.
It was amazing.
I love this version of Christian. I wish we could have had him in WWE instead of all the stupid shit he was doing.
Word.
I just love that now that Adam Copeland is now in AEW, we get to see this wonderful chemistry, like, even more, like, adapt even more to where WWE had a limit. Mm-hmm. And it's wonderful to see right now.
Because what was as I'm gonna call him Edge. Fuck the Adam Copeland shit. It's Edge.
I know.
It's like Twitter and X.
Edge,
I'm gonna call it Twitter until I die.
Edge.
It's Edge.
The rated R superstar.
So as
It's
Edge,
like the War Raiders.
Yeah. Fuck that Viking shit.
Exactly.
Anyway, so as Edge was doing a promo, he's talking about the people he wants to have, potential matches with, and then he says, "But out of everything I want to do, I'd love to reunite with my lifetime friend because my daughter wants me to go hang out with Uncle Jay." And he said, "Go fuck yourself." Mm-hmm. Essentially, he said, "Go fuck your daughter too."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's some heel shit.
This.
That's how you make a heel. Great heel.
Christian is doing a good job of pissing me off right now, right?
He's doing his job.
And you guys know why, but he's doing a great job of pissing me off, bro.
And the fucking turtleneck.
Yes,
so obnoxious.
The turtleneck is more obnoxious for real, like,
because he'll cut the sleeves off for his match and still have a fucking turtleneck on.
Yo, word. It's like, how much of a douche do you want to be? He wants to be the most heelish douche.
That's like if Jericho or Del Rio had worn a scarf during the match.
Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, what the And then MJF did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let me tell you something. When Edge showed up to AEW, there's a couple people on my timeline and on Facebook Messenger groups that it was like, oh God, Christian can never have nothing wherever he's at. They always gotta bring Edge in there, take the limelight. I said, y'all make it seem like they paid Edge to come to AEW. Mm-hmm. Edge wanted to go to AEW because he was done with WWE. There was nothing for him to do. He just wanted to go have fun at this point now and wrestle. Exactly. I said, he'll never take a limelight from Christian because Christian, as of right now, is AEW at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, this is his home. This is baby. This version of Christian is Christian from Impact when he showed up.
Yes, I was going to say the Impact Christian because he had a really good heel run in Impact.
Yeah, like, this is just him. This is not that, oh, I'm just going to play my old self on no, this is Impact Christian without Tyson Tonko.
But now,
technically, I was going to say, technically he does have Tyson Tonko because Luchasaurus.
That would be crazy if he does come back. Or it would be nuts if that is Tyson Tonko himself.
No, it's not.
Yo,
the person
he is taller than
Luchasaurus was in NXT like 6-7 years ago.
I mean, he is Luchasaurus is taller than that, but yeah.
I'm about to say, look, I ain't gonna hold you. If Tyson Tonko did show up and just was like a security guard for Christian when Luchasaurus was wrestling, I'll buy into it because Christian seemed like the guy that he'd be like, I need as much security as I can, so I'm going to get all my old security I used to have to be my security again now.
Then it would be like 2003, was it, or two?
Something like that.
2003 again, like
something like that.
When Edge was having a rise, the Rob Zombie freaking theme song, "Never Gonna Stop It," that era where Christian was already out the door to TNA, like with Tyson Tonko. It'll be like that era right now that we just, came back from,
But I like the promo after all this shit went down and what Christian said after. That promo alone had me looking at Christian like, oh yeah, you grew up. You're not the same guy no more. You are the true heel of all heels as of this point.
Oh yeah, because
Chris,
he was talking about taking Beth from Edge.
Taking Beth away, telling him he'll take good care of the kids. That's how
Wow.
he deep.
Wow.
If my friend said he's gonna fuck my wife, we fighting. I don't care if we playing or not. We fighting.
Hey man, you can say whatever you want. Hey Adam, I'm gonna fuck you out. Pause fuck up. Pause the fuck up. Hey, you wanna get fucked up on TV for real? That's crazy. I didn't know you wanted this friendship to end that fast.
Yeah. And then out of this promo, we got 2 matches over the next week. Edge made his debut match against Luchasaurus, and then Christian defended his TNT Championship against Bryan Danielson, who won the #1 contender tournament. And the Edge and Bryan match was fire.
They were.
Fire.
I love the Edge match especially, just to make a great debut.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say it was a great debut match, but he gave Luchasaurus his best match.
He did.
That was the best Luchasaurus match.
He put Luchasaurus.
He put him over
map, even though he was already there from the beginning.
He made him look really good though.
Yeah.
But yo, you heard the name of this fucking move now?
What's it called?
The Execution, his new rename.
I didn't hear it.
It's Coplocution, something like that.
The Coplocution?
Yeah.
And it all the tongue after a while.
The Coplocution. You know who ruined it? You know who ruined it? Excalibur.
Of course he did. Sockface.
The Coplocution. Like, oh god,
fucking sockface.
That's just something that you're trying to put your name on everything. Like,
you want to know something funny though? The Execution, when they first said it, it sounded whack as hell. It grew on me. Watch this shit grow on me, and I'm saying this shit.
That was the same way with me too.
Yeah.
Because the Execution was like a corny, like cringy name.
Like,
but
who would name this shit after this man? That shit is stupid. Every time I see that move get done, I'm like, Execution! Oh, damn.
I guess they're trying to make another generation of this. Like, the Coplocution now.
Yeah, something like that. Also on
Danielson
Collision, Edge had a promo with Ricky Starks because Ricky Starks is in a feud with Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan is helping out Edge right now. So apparently they both had heat with each other after this promo. Whether it was, we need to go out and insult each other, or whether they were just shooting on each other. Apparently they're both really legitimately pissed about what happened. Because Ricky Starks said, that group of rejects that you convinced that they were badasses, talking about Judgment Day. And then Ricky Starks said, you stole your style from The Rock.
I saw that. I just saw that promo too, like an hour ago. It was pretty funny. And then Ricky Starks was like, you used to have me on the edge of my seat, or some shit like that. He was like, you look like a midget version of The Rock.
He said, you stole The Rock style with your silver shiny pants. He said, you just want to be him so bad. I said, yeah, that got me heated right there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that on live television. I'll fuck you up.
I knew Edge. I mean, Edge. You knew Edge was gonna throw this shit at him. Come on.
Yeah, but the issue right now is apparently they legitimately are like they legitimately had words backstage after what happened. So do we have a CM Punk Part 2 happening already?
Oh man, it's already starting.
Probably. Because Edge is a different person.
But watch him be cool with freaking. It would be the opposite because CM Punk was beefing with what's it called, with the elite.
Yeah,
most of the elite, and I guess I just hope it won't go to where he's actually cool with the elite. He's already shook hands with Kenny Omega.
Here's the thing somebody pointed out on the social media. If you remember at CM Punk's debut pay-per-view, how much Tony Khan was sitting there smiling next to CM Punk. How much was he smiling sitting there next to Edge? And then let's go to earlier this year when CM Punk came back. No, the dog collar match against MJF, that one. And see how CM Punk was eating a muffin, giving Tony Khan the death stare. And Tony Khan just he didn't look like he's about to shit his pants. How long until Tony Khan does that next to Edge?
Man,
I say give it to about December.
Yeah. Give it till December. That look will change drastically. again. And it will be same repeat. And it's gonna be a meme too, where they're gonna show both footages of both starting days and both ending days.
Hit the mark.
Yeah, man. What a mark.
What a mark.
So, also, 2 collisions ago, Ricky Starks and Big Bill won the AEW Tag Team Championships from FTR. Which is interesting. So random because the Young Bucks had just won the #1 contender tournament. So we were assuming we're getting FTR Young Bucks 4, but that is not happening.
Nope, that's not the case.
Did FTR pull a Young Bucks move and said, nah, we're not having a match. We're going to drop the belt instead? Or is Cash Wheeler in more legal trouble than we really thought?
Oof. It might be more legal trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have to take some time off to go to court and shit, or he might be doing a 30 days or something.
I mean, we will know once, if we see FTR more often.
Because I don't think they were on TV this past week. That was 2 weeks ago they dropped the belts.
So I think
they got about 2 weeks, and then they was on there when the Daniel Bryan and Edge thing.
When, they were on TV. Yeah, all right.
They were on TV for just that moment, but then they wasn't seen no more the rest of that night.
What if they just don't want to fight him? Because it's 4 times that you're fighting this guy. It's already dull.
Because again, if you go back to the first match, no, the second after the second match, when we were supposed to get the third match the first time, that's when the Young Bucks won the titles in a triple threat against Jurassic Express and Swerve Lee. They just randomly won that triple threat. No, I'm sorry, they lost it in that triple threat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they had the trios titles, and they had that interview like, oh, we have bigger, better plans for the next few months, and that was the trios titles. They were avoiding FTR. But anyway.
They were definitely avoiding it.
So maybe Young Bucks, maybe FTR is repaying the favor. We have something better to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of okay with this route because now we're seeing new faces.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm all right.
It's just weird to see that happened so randomly.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. That was very random.
It makes it more weird. It also happened randomly of another tag team winning the belts on another show the same night.
Yep.
That was random as hell.
Yeah, we'll get to that on the second half of the show.
Yeah, we will.
That's on the second half of the show.
That was weird for both times on the same day. That was a weird set of events. Like, who talked to who and said, yo, we both gonna do that same shit?
Yeah, somebody's biting off each other. Somebody's definitely biting off each other.
All right, so the most dangerous place in wrestling is the hallways in the backstage of the arena. Somebody in a devil mask attacked Jay White when he was alone from the rest of the Bullet Club. One speculation is Wardlow, because Wardlow that same night came out to the ring with MJF written on his wrist tape.
Oh, man.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Yes, he had MJF written on his wrist tape that night. Somebody got a really good photo of his entrance. Yeah, my face is in the way.
I'm about to say you still can't see it, so it's got to be.
Oh, I see it though.
It's out there.
Yeah.
Strange. Didn't think about that. Hell, I didn't even pay attention to that.
So that's one speculation. But at the same time, or is it just that's his target? Now that MJF is a babyface, Wardlow returned as a heel. Is he the next opponent for MJF after the fact?
He might as well be, because he kind of left us in a what if after the shit they went through. They kind of left us in that what if, and then Wardlow just went to do a whole bunch of other random things that he should have continued going after MJF. It was like you had beef with him, and all of a sudden you just fighting everybody else on the goddamn planet, like you just don't give a rat's ass about the man no more.
Yeah. Also, Jay White and Bullet Club stole the Triple B from MJF.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
That is nuts.
And leading to the match at Full Gear.
I think there's some bullshit. There's some Bullet Club shit.
And Jay White also challenged him to a quads match, quads. I guess it'd be a quads match. Oh. No, there's no thing for it.
Oh, okay.
If you can find 3 people to be your friends, I'll give you the belt back, and you can hold on to it until we get to Full Gear, where I'll forcefully take it from you.
That's a crazy challenge.
That's the most politest, dickest way of saying you can hold your own shit back, but I'm still gonna take it. That was the most politest, dickest way ever.
That's some smart, dumb shit.
That's like when you get robbed in the hood and then they sell you your shit back.
Some smart, dumb shit.
Then that nigga took all my J's. Go outside. Hey, man, I say these J's for about $300. Nigga, they mine.
That's got to be one of the illest hustles in the hood. Like, steal somebody's shit and then sell it back to him.
Again, this is some Bullet Club shit. This would be some Bullet Club shit. So
As time go on, I love Bullet Club Gold more and more.
Yeah.
Bullet Club Gold shit, bro. This is crazy.
Bang, bang, gang.
Bang, bang.
I really feel like.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
I really believe that I really feel deep down my heart that the Bullet Club Gold needs at least 2 more members. Just that got
They need to be like an entourage, right?
Like, wrestle, and then people wrestle on regular AEW television.
Okay.
They need to be like an entourage, right? Like,
Whoa, let's not push it. Let's not go NWO. Let's not go Aces
no,
and
not
Eights.
full NWO. No.
No. We're not going NWO. We're not going MJF.
Like, I feel like 5 is the minimum of a team. Like, or I mean, maximum of a team. 5 is pushing it, yes.
Okay.
But like, if they
like,
got 2 more people or 3.
I'm about to say you got 5, then that's more belts for more people in the group. You can have 2 different tag teams, 2 different singles, and 1 heavyweight champion.
Well, you can fit a tag and a trio in there.
I'm about to say, yeah, you need a 5. Like, you need to be like how the Bloodline was when everybody was going for a belt and they had enough people to go for every belt to make them seem like they was the group to be the group.
Yeah, that one weekend when Solo was the North American champion and they made him relinquish it the next night on
That shit's
NXT.
crazy, bro.
Yo, I feel like he deserved a rematch for simple fact.
He should.
He won it. He's not on the show, but Dominic won it. He's not on the show. He's been carrying on both brands.
Exactly.
I think there will be a down the
But
line.
then again,
Solo
that
will
was
get his
the
rematch.
McMahon booking. So.
Oh yeah. Now we don't. Yeah. Now we should be in good in the good slide of things. So. I feel like there is going to be a Solo versus Dominic match for the NA title, So I feel like that would actually happen because it's getting close to the point where they could get a war. They can have a war.
I'm going to tell you right now, Solo needs to win it back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that will allow the Bloodline to go over to NXT and go talk to The Rock's daughter.
Yeah, but she's not in NXT anymore.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
she went back?
She never left.
She's still NXT. Her and the leader of Schism are still there. The 2 tag team guys, their contract ended expiring on October 14th.
Yeah.
They're completely done. They're done. They've been wanting this since last year around this time.
Yeah, they tried to get released last year. Yep.
Yeah, so they're completely done, and they already got their starting date. After this Saturday coming up, they're gonna be wrestling in the UK.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, they're done.
Speaking of the UK, Tony Storm. Timeless Tony, I fucking love this
I
shit.
love this gimmick.
She's a deranged Marilyn Monroe.
It is great.
It's amazing. I haven't picked up too much on her gimmick, but from what I've seen, it seems
it's just
good.
Marilyn Monroe if she was around as a wrestler. That's all
The vignettes are awesome. The fucking weird gay Jewish guy, I don't know. But anyway, RJ said, there you go. That's the name. RJ City. He's like the host of like each segment, and then she just takes it off the deep end, and it's fucking amazing.
She had potential to make a character. This is I think this character will go far.
I think the most recent vignette was just a compilation of her sitting in a chair. She'd walk up to a chair and sit. But she'd do it in the most awkward way because of she's supposed to be this deranged person right now, and it was awesome.
Bro, you know what she put me in the mind of? Remember when Matt got back on the scene and he became Broken Matt Hardy the first time?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yep, yeah, yeah.
This what it reminds me of.
Yeah,
this is going to be. Is she going to change the course of wrestling? Let's see.
Well, her wrestling. If we go to the next one. First, she grabs Sky Blue's ass in the middle of a match.
She's crying.
And that was a lot of ass in that match, by the way.
Yeah,
I see. It was. I mean, the grabbing and the biting of the cakes, boy, had me jealous.
And then she pinned. Go to the next one. Yeah, and then she pinned Sky Blue by sitting on her face. And then in the match against Layla Gray, she bit her on the ass.
Mm-hmm.
She was all up in the cheeks.
Cheeks of the week. This is
Hey,
cheek
bro,
of
she all up in the cheeks of the thick women, and I love
Cheeks
it.
of the week.
this is a cheek of the bye week.
Cheeks of the week.
Yeah, Kelvin said Grills Young Veterans just debuted in DPW.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm loving this Tony Storm. If she's all up in girls' asses, and I'm down for it.
Okay.
She should probably reopen that OnlyFans, or should she ever take it down? I don't know.
She should just be deranged in her OnlyFans. She'd probably sell more.
What? Because bro, let me tell you something. She'll have my subscription.
Kelvin said that match was ass-mazing.
It was.
Ass-mazing.
Oh, I thought it would be like that match was ass in a good way.
That works too.
That way.
That match was so ass, and by that I mean it was just so much of it.
Cheeks of the week.
All right, so obviously we had the Tuesday Night Wars.
Yep.
But because Tony Khan lost, Tony Khan,
Look at this mark.
being the mark that he is,
What a mark.
he attempted to shit on WWE. He went on. There's
I
a
saw
long stream of tweets. I'm gonna
I
read a couple
saw
of them. Here's I think the most egregious one. This week, 2 active decade-long ratings streaks from 2 great legends were ended with all due respect until this week's head-to-head on AEW on TBS versus WWE on USA. Neither John Cena nor The Undertaker had ever been on a WWE show with under 1 million total viewers and under 400,000 in the key demo. Hey, you fucking idiot. What did you do to Edge?
Mark.
Look me in the eyes. What the fuck did you do to Edge, you dumb fuck? Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Can the same thing be said for Edge? What the fuck did you do to Edge? They had 608,000 viewers for AEW that week. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying whoever is Tony Khan's PR, I know they're at home just pulling their hair out every time Tony make a tweet.
That's the thing. He doesn't have one. He refuses to let anybody stop him from saying anything, tweeting anything, making any decision.
Damn, he's worse than Donald Trump.
I think his father needs to be a father and be like, hey, bro, if you don't get a PR, I'm cutting you off on the money.
Well, that's the problem. He already gave him like a piece of his inheritance. That's how he started AEW. He gave him $100 million. Like, here, go have fun. Like a fucking birthday gift. Like you and I get $50 from your favorite aunt. His dad gave him $100 million.
I would love an indie show right now. Like, damn. He's giving them out like that.
What a mark.
At this point right now, I feel like Tony Khan needs his Pat Patterson and Jerry Briscoe. He needs somebody to be in his ear that's cool, but can talk him into doing shit that he should not be doing and do it right.
That's what happened to Vince McMahon. He had Pat Patterson, he had Gerald Briscoe, and then when they left, there was that like 10-year gap where he had nobody to control him, and then towards the end, the fucking lawyers and shit started telling him to calm the fuck down. You can't say this, you can't do that. And obviously now he sold the company, so he really can't do or say shit without anybody else's consent.
And that was crazy.
But that
was
10-year gap from like 2005 to 2015 where he was just completely out of control.
Dude.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Do-rags.
Jerry Briscoe was his left and right side of his brain, bro.
Racial
They kept
slurs.
that man in line.
Do-rags, racial slurs, freaking
Word.
a lot. Like, soliciting.
I really feel like Pat Patterson and Jerry Briscoe was the reason why we had the Attitude Era be so great. They was in Vince like, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That is not it. You do not want to do that, Vince. Do this instead. I like it. Go ahead and do it.
Tony Khan got to the point where he was just answering random fans with negative comments on Twitter.
Oh God.
So one person, the House of Wrestling, HAUS, they posted, Triple H and Shawn Michaels look to send Tony Khan a message. That's all he posted, the person posted. So Tony Khan tweeted back a picture that says, bald asshole. Are you serious?
Tony is a 17-year-old girl that is heartbroken that the high school football player didn't want her, but at the same time, he never knew who the fuck she was from the beginning.
What up, Valdor? In another tweet, I don't have the full thread, but Tony Khan replied with a GIF, and it says, "Oh, so you want to be a dick?" Again, replying to just a random fan, not a website, not anybody important, just a random fucking fan.
I'm not gonna hold you. Can you imagine if Vince McMahon did this shit back in the day?
Okay, somebody tweeted, Dr. Randy Gilthrob, he tweeted, the difference is that Vince has the power and influence to take them cheap shots. He's earned the right to take them. Tony Khan is Vince if you ordered him from Temu. And then Tony Khan replied, yes, Vince has allegedly used his power and influence to shoot a lot of shots.
What's happening here?
He's talking about the illegal paralegal.
Dude.
That's what I'm saying, in general. What is happening here?
Oh, I think I've got two more that I saved.
Dude. Dude. He said if you ordered him from Temu.
So Tony Khan tweeted, thank you all that watched hashtag AEW My Title Tuesday last night. Just Andrew. That's the person's whole Twitter name. Just Andrew. We were watching NXT, big dog. What did Tony Khan reply? Then I wasn't talking to you, and you don't even follow me, so why reply?
Damn.
Why did you reply to first place?
Why would you even?
All right, here's the last one I'm gonna read.
He fucked up.
So somebody posted a picture of Shawn Michaels smoking a cigar. It's like AI generated, and he's holding a plaque that says Booker of the Year. Tony Khan replied, actually, I'm pretty sure that last night he blew whatever chance he had of winning that award.
What do you gain from that?
Hey Tony, Tony, quick question. Who pissed in your coffee this morning?
Right.
Or, who pissed in you?
Mark.
And just so everybody knows that on November 17th, WWE and NXT once again will be on at the same time. SmackDown will be in what city? I don't have the city, but SmackDown on Friday, November 17th. Regular scheduled time on Fox for SmackDown. Collision and Rampage will be on from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, so 2 hours of Collision, 1 hour of Rampage, live on that Friday, because they're going to have Full Gear on Saturday that weekend instead of Sunday. So
Boy, he run them niggas ragged.
So if SmackDown usually averages what, 2.5 million, 2.7? What's a bad week?
Yeah.
2.2?
2.2 probably.
2 flat? What has Collision been doing since CM Punk left? 400? 425? 500 if you're feeling frisky that week?
Yeah, right.
So if you're splitting an audience. If they lost, what did they end up losing? 15% of their audience against NXT. So you're probably looking at an episode of Collision that's talking like 300, 275.
Roughly.
Assuming SmackDown does its normal and doesn't even gain anything that week. Assuming they just want a regular show, you don't bring in extra people like Cena and Taker and whatever. You just have a regular ass show against Collision, who are probably going to try to do as much as possible to put on their best show, and they're probably going to have a lower audience, and SmackDown will just have a regular ass crowd, viewing crowd. That's probably what's going to happen.
Wow.
Valor said Tony Khan is going full emo. Elon Musk meltdown.
What a mark.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, I already see it.
Now, also,
He's got the hair for it already.
last week, all the in-arena attendance. On Monday, Raw had over 9,000 tickets sold. On Tuesday, Dynamite had 3,600 tickets. On Friday, SmackDown had 10,700 tickets sold. And on Saturday, Collision had 4,300 tickets sold. So not only did Collision outsell Dynamite, but if you add Dynamite and Collision together, you don't equal one show of WWE. You're still 1,000 tickets short.
Yeah. You're still a mark.
What a mark.
So Tony Khan keeps wanting to say, oh, we had the biggest ever ticket sold crowd in Wembley. Dude, you had to lead the country to get the best tickets you ever sold. Again, what happened at Arthur Ashe 2 weeks after All In. You couldn't fill that. You barely sold half that arena. You didn't even set up the arena to be at max capacity. I believe that the arena, the first year they were there, they sold like 22,000 or whatever. Second year, they sold like 16,000. This year, I think they set it up for like that 16,000 number again. They ended up selling 11,000, and half of that was day of because they would buy one, get one free for $20.
Wow.
Half of your crowd of 11,000 was because you had a buy one, get one free sale for $20.
What a
So
mark.
essentially, you paid $10 a ticket, day of.
That's crazy.
Tony Khan,
What a mark.
there's nothing else to say at this point. There's nothing else to say.
There's nothing else
You know
to
what's
even
funny?
go on with.
You know what's funny? We talked a lot of shit about Eric Bischoff back in the day. We talked a lot of shit about Vince Russo and all of them. You know, they all seem a lot better than Tony Khan at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That is true.
Eric, I wish I had saved the articles. Bischoff had gone off on Tony Khan too about the same topic. I wish I'd saved the fucking
crazy.
article.
I've seen it too. I actually seen him talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, and he was also talking about Tony Khan trying to use his sick mother as like a marketing ploy on Twitter. Because again, in that shitstorm of tweets, he was talking about his mother being sick, and the day his mom got diagnosed was the day the bunch of people backstage came to him and said, "Oh, WWE's contract tampering," and he took that personally. Like, come on, man, shut the fuck up.
I don't know, like he's a little baby.
Well, I mean, I feel sorry for him and his sick mother, obviously, because we're humans. I'd hate to, potentially lose your
Of
mother.
course.
But you're trying to use that as a
But
marketing ploy?
Just to use it, yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Come on.
That's some Vince McMahon younger years shit.
So what I'm going to say is going to sound controversial, and it's just on me.
It's what we do here. It's what we do here.
It's the Ultra Heels podcast.
Yeah.
It's,
But,
everything's ultra controversial.
In the words of a man I don't love as a man, do I like I give a damn about your mama? I don't give a fun shit.
What a
Your mama's
mark.
sick. Your mama's sick. That's sad. Why are you here? Hire somebody to take over your company. Go tend to your sick mother. Why the fuck are you so worried about fans and wrestling?
Yes.
I don't get it. Like, take your time away, bro. Go find somebody. Hell, you could hire Eric Bischoff to run fucking AEW, and it'd have been very better.
You know what's crazy? He could.
You know what? I don't know if this was a joke or not, but at the All In press scrum when Bryan Danielson came up, he made a joke that whenever Tony Khan he says, when I retire from booking or if I'm ever sick, Bryan's in charge of booking. Do that shit now.
I'd rather. He needs it.
Do that shit now.
He needs somebody to hire.
Look, at this point right now, when the company got started, I understand you used Cody Rhodes. I understand you used the Chris Jericho. I understand you used the Young Bucks and Omega. I get it. That's when the company started. Now that the company's established, they need to be out their damn roles. Because
Yeah.
we already gave them what? How long AEW been around now?
This was the fourth Dynamite, so 4.5 years because the first pay-per-view was like 6 months before.
You gave them a 4-year run and shit hasn't changed. I think it's time to change management now
Yep.
and see where shit goes. And you have enough people from WWE that know the inside rope. They don't have to make it like WWE, but they know how to make shit move. Give it to them and let them just do what they know best. You had CM Punk on Collision. Collision was a popping ass show.
Yes, it was.
The man wasn't even a high person in the damn in Collision. He was just giving pointers. Now give somebody that role. Give Daniel Bryan that role. Give Adam Copeland that role. Give two guys that was told they could never wrestle again because they broke necks and all they did was still live wrestling. Give them that role and watch shit get flipped on his head and shit start being better.
That's the thing about CM Punk. He had a classified position within the office. He was actually higher than the EVPs. That's why they gave him so much shit, publicly, because they couldn't do anything about anything he was doing. That's why they weren't allowed to come to Collision. That's why he banned Matt Hardy from the building. That's why he banned Nick Nemeth from the building. That's why he told Jungle Boy to go the fuck home. That's why he told the fucking producers, get him a plane ticket and send his ass the fuck home. Because CM Punk was getting shit done. If you remember at the Brawl-In, when he was sitting there yelling at Tony, he said, when he was saying, I'm old, I'm sick, I'm tired, and I work with children, he also said, I'm trying to run a fucking business.
And that's your best. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you should ever hear from somebody. When you hire somebody and the wrestling world goes batshit crazy over one guy coming back, and the first thing he tells you in an interview is, "I'm trying to run a company," you're supposed to look at him and go, "You right. You're fucking right. Let's go ahead and let you run this company."
Now, one of the things
you seem to come here and be more worried about the company than you are wrestling.
Now, one of the things I've been saying from very early on in AEW when we learned like the backstage structure, I've been saying from the beginning, Jerry Lynn should be the head booker. Yep. I believe he's the perfect bridge between traditional wrestling and the perfect bridge to the modern wrestler that has a different mentality. He can make their shit work within the traditional wrestling psychology. Because I think he started wrestling in like the late 80s. He wasn't famous or anything, but he started wrestling in the late 80s. He understands, again, traditional psychology. And he was doing indies, 5-6 years ago? So he's probably wrestled some of these people and knows their style, knows their thinking. I think he'd be the perfect bridge between the two to lead that booking team. If you want to throw Jericho on there, fine. You want to put Daniel Bryanson on there, fine. You want to put Moxley on there. When Punk was there, you have Edge now. You want to have your legends backstage like Arn and Sting. You want to put them on the book, fine. But Tony Khan cannot be the judge, jury, and executioner when it comes to booking.
Yep.
Period.
Like, the shit is stupid. You have enough WWE legends and enough indie people that have worked for WWE. You don't forget, Jerry Lynn used to work with NXT. Like, he used to do a lot of work at NXT. So you have somebody that's knowledgeable of almost every indie wrestlers out here and have probably wrestled with some of them guys still. You have a lot of legends that know how to sell tickets, get money pushing around the company. You have some guys that's been around the business so damn long, bro. He was a child when they got there.
How many promotions has he started on his own?
Mm-hmm. And it's weird.
Just because
a lot of these shits are crazy amount of these damn things.
And he shows up just to earn his money.
All right, let's move on to something more.
Yeah, let's not stay on this mark for too long.
So in Australia, Sean Spears was the WSW World Series Wrestling Champion, and his wife Cassie Lee is the Women's Champion. And over the weekend, Matt Cardona beat Sean Spears for the WSW World Title. Just a little side note there. Just a little side note there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then round 2 of Cheeks, if you will.
Hey.
Cheeks of Cassie Lee, Little Booties Matter.
Yes.
She's obviously lost all the baby weight, and now what is her real name? Jessica McKay.
Mommy.
Jessica McKay.
Mommy. That's her real name. Mommy. That's all it is.
Yeah, Jessica McKay, formerly known as
Mommy.
What was her WWE
Wait,
name?
that's
Billy Kay. Jessica McKay. She's now pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah. So they switched roles now.
Hey.
That's so weird that the iconic became both pregnant.
Yeah. And next up, Dana Brooke. What's her real name? Ashley.
We'll call her Ash Brooks. I don't know.
I don't remember her real last name, but yeah.
Just call her Ashley.
Ashley. She said, "Fuck the 90-day no compete clause." She already opened her fan time account. It's ready to go. It's up. You can purchase subscriptions. You can see her at some stage of nudity. I don't know how nude yet. She's probably gonna wait till after the 90 days to get all the way nude.
Hey, look, quick question. Is that her on the right?
Yes.
Why we didn't get that version of her WWE? I'd enjoyed her more.
This is true.
Yes, that's true.
This is true. Mm-hmm. And then we have, speaking of big booties and Tony Storm, Layla Gray. And yeah.
I need Layla Gray and Sky Blue together. That's all I need. I need them two colors.
And the queen of little booties, Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green is also. I swear, I think she graduated from what you call it, school of camera angles.
Probably.
She's the first graduate.
Well, they were in Impact together for a long time, so it's quite possible she taught her.
She's the first graduate of the class.
It's quite possible that she taught her.
It is possible. Definitely.
And now, round 2 of Ultra Fantasy Booking. The results of Warzone. Match 1, LA Knight took on Vacant. Yeah! Couple stipulation finishes. Either Vacant can win via countout, or LA Knight can win via DQ due to Walter. And LA Knight has won due to Walter attacking him in the middle of the match. Match 2. Wow, that got real close. Okay, Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Takeshita 54 to 46%. Yeah, because when I voted, it was like 80-20.
Some people just found out who Takeshita is.
Yeah. Match 3. We just spoke about her. Sky Blue defeated Zoe Stark 57 to 43.
Nice.
And then Chelsea Green was interviewed by Renee Paquette. Chelsea, after winning the Beat the Clock challenge last week, what are you picking for your title match against Camille at Death Before Dishonor? Excuse me, who's your manager? I don't have to answer your question, but if you must know, I plan on beating Camille without even lifting a finger. She'll never get close enough to even fight me. Toodles. I think I did that too good. But
I think
anyway.
You did. You did that way too quick.
Anyway, our main event for the AEW Tag Team Championships in a table match, we have Bullet Club Gold taking on Los Conquistadors, and winning by 1 vote, Bullet Club Gold retains the title. That's pretty impressive. I didn't expect Conquistadors to get that many votes.
Oh yeah, I would have with these doors. I was like, I feel like they're not gonna get no votes. I'm gonna be the one
I
person
did
to
too.
vote. I did not think they were going to win.
I did too, but I didn't realize it was going to be 1 vote apart. Actually, I think they were winning at one point when I checked back in.
Seeing is believing, John.
And now we have Unauthorized, brought to you by Dragon Force.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna kick the night off right with a good little hefty regular match in the beginning. So seeing how Carmelo Hayes and Dolph Ziggler had a good match and Dolph Ziggler won, we're gonna see if Dolph Ziggler keep this going. So we're gonna have Dolph Ziggler versus Jordan Devlin in a one-on-one match. Following next to that, we're gonna have EC3 versus Loki in the last man standing match.
Ooh.
I'm going to give Sammy Guevara and Mustafa Ali the time to shine and let them have a fake 205 live match.
Jesus!
I'm going to have Gigi Dolan versus Surveyor with Jacqueline as a special guest referee. I'm also going to throw a tag team match in there. We're going to have Chase U versus the New Day. And then we're going to have a sit-down talk with Drew McIntyre explaining how this is going to be his most dominant run as a champion. And anybody want to step up can step up or get stepped on. And come out right behind that will be the one and the only to try to start this new mixed-sex matches, Rhea Ripley. End the show off on that.
All right, and that is Unauthorized, brought to you by Dynamic Dragon Force. All right, so getting into more recent topics from the WWE. Well, we still got to cover fucking Fastlane too, but mostly more new topics. So Jade, does Jade already feel like a bigger star in WWE than she did for 2 years with a undefeated streak in AEW?
Just the essence of her coming in or on the camera, basically. Her essence being in the camera is already making her
just
star.
her pulling up in a limo and getting out and shaking people's hands. It's like, damn, she's a big deal.
Bruh, the fact that WWE is doing it so perfect with her because she's already known. She hasn't even been in a match yet, but every time she's on screen, the fucking crowd is cheering for her. And she hasn't even wrestled yet.
And the thing is, if you don't know her, they're making you say, hey, she's important. pay attention to when she finally wrestles.
Yeah, because the pans are crazy with her. You already know, like, WWE has a great production team to where the angles are really good, and where they pan to somebody is really important. It's all about that.
Fucking last 2 weeks, AEW's production team has fucked up. The MJF Adam Cole bullshit at the house. There was no volume, and they had to replay it later in the show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This past week, Saturday on Collision, there was an entire match with no audio. Why are they still having these problems?
I don't know, man.
Fucking multi-million-dollar company. You're still having audio problems? Anyway, all right. Yeah.
Crazy.
So, Jade Cargill already feels like a bigger deal without even having wrestled a match yet.
Yo, the fact that we didn't even know she got signed. ESPN broke the news. That broke the internet by itself. We thought she was going to stop wrestling and go take time off and just do what she was already doing, just taking photos and living life. Cool, great, good concept. Walking to the Performance Center, fucking made a big deal about it, like she was like the Rock showing up all over again. Great, okay, you got in there talking about her. You have her show up on Monday Night Raw. In the back, you have her show up for pay-per-view. She goes on Instagram and shows that Shawn Michaels is calling. And she goes, I wonder what this is for. You show up on NXT. And then you show up on SmackDown. You done been on all three brands and on television. You've been more time than anybody in catering.
So you already.
And you have Triple H and them talking about you like you're like Brock Lesnar of the female division. You're the next big and up and coming thing. And you haven't even stepped in the ring with none of these people yet.
Yep.
But you done walked up on you done text Becky Lynch back through Twitter, and you done text Bailey back. She got eyes on you. You get introduced to Charlotte, and I ain't gonna lie. Them yams touching that macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Boy, they got on TV. I was like, boy, this like, and Triple H just looking there smiling. I said, boy, why is like an episode of Browsers? I swear to God. This is crazy. Then you have Becky Lynch talking about everybody want to step up. And then Kay Cargill comes in and she go, get in line. Bruh, you have the top women in the division looking at you. You're supposed to be looking at them. They're worried about you coming to fight them. This right here is the best push for a person that never hasn't wrestled in this company ever.
And you know what? This says to everybody that works for AEW that your contract's coming up. If you feel you have that kind of pull, MJF, what are they going to do for you when you show up?
MJF, if he ever comes to WWE.
Cody, Jade. Who else has come over recently? There's one more.
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis?
Aldis actually came in the right position.
Yeah. We'll talk about him in a minute.
We'll definitely get to that.
But yeah, look at what what WWE's doing for the big stars that are leaving AEW. They're rolling out the red carpet.
And who's doing it? Who's rolling them out?
Paul Levesque.
Paul Levesque.
I feel like this. When ECW was a thing, WCW was around, and WWE was around. Vince was talking to Paul Heyman, and they were swapping wrestlers. That's how they got their buzz going. I feel like now that Mr. Paul Levesque's in charge, he needs to start getting in the ear of somebody over there. Hey, look, I let some of these guys go. You take them. When other guys' contract come over, you let me get them. Stop swapping wrestlers. Because I swear, Mustafa Ali would fit great over in AEW.
Yeah, definitely. And they would have given him a better gimmick, too.
A lot of other people left NXT would fit great over there as just little side people. They would fit great at AEW. Get your bearings there. Go on the main stage, you're not going to get in WWE because there's a certain amount of quota you need to be on main television. For AEW, it seems like you don't need to do shit. You just got to learn how to wrestle for like a year. You can be on AEW television.
Because Tony just writes down names. Shit doesn't really matter.
That's what I'm saying. But you can get better starting up on TV to make people know who you are on AEW than you can on WWE television. Yeah. Because you got to go through the ring of a road in NXT before you can even get on television.
What if they put a guy like Danhausen, bro? Like, what if they put Danhausen in this program?
He'd fit perfectly with somebody like R-Truth.
That would be great. That would be amazing.
You put Danhausen as the role of the boogeyman. He would just be there to get a paycheck, but he wouldn't have to do shit.
He wouldn't.
He just stand in the corner and walk up and
just take a few bumps too. Like, take a few bumps too when it's time to come to do that. And yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Just keep going to that role.
So getting into Fastlane, for a B-level pay-per-view, this shit was dope. This was like an old school NXT. It was only 5 matches. Everything had time to breathe. You didn't feel like you were rushed. It didn't feel way too long.
I'm not gonna lie.
We kicked off the night with brand new tag champions. Like we said, who the fuck thought Cody and Jey Uso were going to win it? But then they lost it last night.
Yeah, they did.
But anyway, hey, once again, it gives a reason for Cody to be reinvested in the Bloodline story. It brings you back full circle now because last night on Raw, on Raw, you had him go face to face with Roman. Sorry, on SmackDown. You went face to face with Roman.
Oh wait.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We'll get to
it.
Yeah.
But once again, it started at the pay-per-view, and it came to that. Fucking Carlito shows up. I had a feeling it was going to be Carlito when they said they don't have a third person. My mind starts rolling through Hispanic wrestlers. I'm like, who's showing up? Carlito.
And I did speculate that Carlito was going to come back finally because they finally got him work.
Yeah.
So, because the only reason he didn't come back is because they ain't got work from him.
Yeah.
Like, now this is a good role for him.
Yep. Fucking Cena and LA Knight killing it in that
Killing
tag
it.
match.
Killing it, as my boy LA Knight would. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, I want to get to, the juicy part.
And then Seth Franklin Rollins with that dive off the balcony into an airbag. They showed the airbag on TV.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he retained the world title over Shinsuke Nakamura. And notice Seth has been main eventing pay-per-views now that Roman's away.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it. You put the second workhorse in the company to work, and the first thing he do is defend his belt every chance he get. At this point now, when has this man been home?
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
This man's been on a roll. Like, crazy workhorse material here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see why he's number one in the 500.
Oh, I never disagree that he was number one. I never disagree. He's definitely number one in that Power 100. I think he deserved it.
Yeah. Now on the NXT side of the Tuesday Night War, let's be honest. There was no way NXT was going to lose, let alone get less viewers than they normally do. Over the last couple months, as we've had, Becky Lynch on NXT, we've had the Judgment Day on NXT, since Baron Corbin's been there recently, you have more main roster influence. They've been getting a bigger viewing audience just in general. At this point, they're like within like a 10% of NXT, within Dynamite Weekly. So if you're moving Dynamite, first of all, the show that's moving nights is already at a disadvantage. So if you're moving Dynamite to a different day, and then for the sake of we just want to fuck you as hard as possible in the ass with no lube, we're going to bring out Cena, we're bringing out Taker, we're bringing Cody over.
The best is they put out Taker. I mean, that was already like...
And they told you Taker's coming without saying Taker's coming because they just put the gong at the end of every
That's
promo.
it. That was
every
the only
promo
tease.
video, there was just a gong. That's it. That's all you need.
Taker's known for that gong. And you'd be super ecstatic to just be anticipated for that night just to see Taker again.
And then you had Judgment Day show up, obviously because Dominic's the champion. So you had Judgment Day there. You had Asuka was there. Not as high of notoriety, but nonetheless, she is in NXT legend.
She's definitely an NXT legend. I mean, she's what, 2 times?
Yeah, no, one time, but she had the undefeated.
Oh yeah, she did
have
have
the undefeated streak. But nonetheless, every segment except for the pub brawl had some sort of big name from the main roster or a legend in it. Of course they were going to win. Mm-hmm. Sorry, fanboys. Sorry, you basement, neck-bearded, mouth-breathing basement dwellers. You weren't going to win.
Nope.
We're not going to win.
Nope. Nah, son. Nah.
Yeah! Now, speaking of LA Knight, SmackDown. This man stepped to the tribal chief.
Boy.
He got off the boat and stepped on the island of relevancy.
Bruh, hold up. Time out. Before we get any further, can we just thank John Cena for pulling a Sami Zayn moment and pushing himself to the side for LA Knight to do that shit?
Cena's doing his best legend work right now because He's making LA Knight shine without LA Knight being his little buddy. He's making a fucking star out of LA Knight more than he already was.
Come on.
Right, it was so great. It was so great when he said, "I'm here to acknowledge you, because I ain't earned that yet. I know somebody that do." And that music played. I said, "John Cena, this is the first time I can say I like you.
Mm-hmm.
I like you for the first time ever. I've never cared about you ever, but this is the one time you might have made a fan out of me for the first time ever."
Yeah.
What they're doing with Cena right now for this 2-3 months, however long he's gonna be there, it's fucking brilliant.
So good.
So good. I've grown. I became a John Cena fan over time. It was cool to hate on John Cena, 2015, 2013. It was cool to hate on him then. But I became a John Cena fan over time. And right now, this is, again, as a legend, this is his best work.
This is. And Cena just knows how to work this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he just knows the angles, where to do it. Like, this guy was the original can't miss, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, let me say this. Since day one, I told you guys this man is going to be a star. Since day one. Now.
And then later on in the show, after the tag title match, where who did they defend against? Unimportant, because they retained. But you had
Jason Waller and
Austin Theory. So you had
Theory,
had the Bloodline come out, and Jay and Jimmy went face to face. Solo and Cody went face to face, and then the big dog came out behind him. And like I said, you now have Cody and Roman linked again for a reason, because as he said to Solo and Jimmy backstage, so as long as Jay holds the championships along with Cody Rhodes, he's spitting in our face. And the fact that Cody, quote unquote, was the one that went to management and say, "Hey, let's get Jay on Raw." Again, it links the stories back together and a reason for it to finish the story. Because allegedly The Rock is busy in the spring. Whether the writer's strike ends or not, he has other commitments. So he's not available to wrestle.
I'd rather it be that way. I want this to continue.
Yeah, him showing up on SmackDown was just because of the writer's strike. He had nothing to do. He was in town. They're not switching it to Rock Roman, which was supposed to be this year, but that got canceled. They're going to finish Cody Roman.
I want Rock Roman probably right after, maybe the next WrestleMania after, but I want this to be the next WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Cody Roman. This has to finish. The story has to finish, damn it.
Yeah.
It has to finish.
Has to finish. And then we got the announcement that Nick Aldis debuted in WWE. He is the SmackDown General Manager. Adam Pearce has gotten a promotion. He's the Raw General Manager. And we got the trade to SmackDown. No, for Jey Uso going to Raw. It's Kevin Owens.
It was Kevin Owens.
And if you noticed on Raw, we have a hint of a heel Sami Zayn. He's all of a sudden not so happy that Jay is there because Kevin Owens is gone.
Yep.
Which I like if that's the long game. So you get a Jimmy match, and if the long game is we get a reverse Jimmy Jay babyface heel. Well, sorry, Jay and Sammy. You get reverse roles. I'm down for that too.
That would be crazy, man. Like, the reason why... I tried my hardest to bring you to this show, and I made you feel welcome after all the shit we've done. But you took my brother away to another show. Yeah, we might have to fight.
And now...
That's crazy.
Phil Brooks, CM Punk.
Punk of CM.
Have you noticed the hints of CM Punk on WWE programming?
Yeah. Obviously, he's coming back.
Seth Rollins, in a promo, said, "I am the best in the world." During Fastlane, Corey Graves said, "The greatest trick the Dever ever pulled was convincing the world he never existed." CM Punk said that once in a promo in Ring of Honor. Corey Graves also said Seth Rollins is living on the edge of a lightning bolt. And later that night, CM Punk posted the picture of the promo where he said that. On Raw. To set up the match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet, what happened this week. Last week, Nakamura gave Ricochet the GTS. On Spotify last week, CM Punk's original W theme song, "This Fire Burns," which is what's that? Is that Down Straight that does that?
That's Kill Switch.
Kill Switch. It was the #1 sports song of the week on Spotify. In the sports category, it was the #1 song played that week.
I'll be sick if he comes back with that song.
Hey, the time is now.
It should be now.
The time is now.
It should be now to make a statement too.
Like management has changed. There's a new sheriff in town, and things are looking real good right now for wrestling.
And you know what the perfect debut for CM Punk would be? He doesn't have to say anything. It could be like basically what you have you have another situation like Jade. You think Jade's pulling up in a limo, so Triple H is in the parking lot. He's just waiting for Jade to come, and who gets out the limo? It's CM Punk, and he does the tie flip like he did the time he said you need to work with me. I don't need to work with you. He just does the tie flip on him again. That's all you need. That's all you need.
I'm about to say, look, do the tie flip, right?
The freaking
Triple H look at him and goes, I guess it's time to get to work, huh? And just leave it at that. Watch the internet grab their lotion bottles and beat their meat to sleep. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Because at that point, you've got Jade, you've got Cody, you've got Punk. Again, for anybody that leaves AEW and you're a big star and you know W can use you, MJF, come.
Just come.
Shit is going to work out.
The time to come to WWE is finally here.
WWE is hotter than it's ever been in the last 20 years.
Dude, and this was
crazy.
And this wasn't like this 2-3 years ago, bro. We were talking shit about WWE. We were talking shit about Vince McMahon. We were talking shit about how the business is going.
And now it's completely reversed because Tony Khan refuses to be an adult. AEW had all the potential in the world to be a legitimate competitor, and all that has gone to the wayside because Tony Khan will not be an adult.
And we've seen
And now that Vince McMahon is out the picture, and we have a competent adult running the show, Paul Levesque, it's never going to be as great as it was in the 90s and the Attitude Era, but I have a new appreciation for WWE.
Word.
Facts.
And we don't actually have an outside the rope segment. We have an inside the rope segment. Best tag team ever. Road Warriors, Steiner Brothers, Dudleys, Hardys. Now, if you look at the pictures, you can tell who my favorite is because I gave them a special picture. It's the Dudleys. I gave them the belt where they have all their titles: ECW, WCW, WWE, IWGP, because they've won everywhere. They were the first four promotion tag team. No, I'm sorry, it was the Steiners, but they were the second one.
I'm always gonna go with the Hardys. Hardys is always my go-to because that's who I grew up with at the time too.
Yeah.
And they actually elevated. Not created, but elevated.
Elevated the tag division.
How ladder matches are man. And how high-flying,
Every 20-something-year-old in AEW that does the quote-unquote high-flying style were inspired by the Hardys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
They were definitely inspired.
You watched TLC at fucking, what was that, WrestleMania 17?
I don't think...
20? I forget which one it was.
It was 20.
20. You watched that match, and you fell in love with wrestling, and that's now what you do in wrestling. You're welcome.
I looked at it as every 90s kid is going to know who the Hardys is.
Yep.
And the Dudleys, but mostly the Hardys. They both individually had great careers. Not like the Dudleys did too, but mostly Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
Or Bully Ray. And the Steiners.
Great singles career.
Yeah, they had great singles careers.
It always blows my mind to look at old Steiner pictures. That's fucking Scott Steiner. That's Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Oh, yeah, that's Scott Steiner for real.
That blows my mind.
Weird.
That's Scott Steiner for real with no dude, It's crazy how much he
The big bad
changes
booty daddy.
when you have a goatee.
The man told you got 33 and a third chance of winning this match.
So if you add that to the 66-30% chance I got to win at Sacrifice, that gives me 124% chance of whooping Kurt Angle's ass at Sacrifice.
I was like, yo, his math sounds wrong, but at the same time, he had so charisma. I feel like it was right.
I thought it was really right afterwards, man.
And in fact, MJF did that shit like 2 weeks ago.
He did.
He nailed it. He nailed it word for word. But anyway, it's time to get out of here.
Yeah.
I have been Darth Messiah. You, sir.
Alex the motherfucking.
Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. To all a good night.
Peace.
Peace.
Back on schedule.
Yeah.